Okay. Hi, SEGA Uranus Amara here, and today I'm going to talk about how I started using video movie file upload and what led into it. Now, to make this movie, it would be basically an understanding of everything that happened, what led it to happen. Well, to make it a very short tale or saga, it would really have to start after YouTube got rid of webcam capture. Now, before that, you had three options of making a movie up to that point. You actually did 3 picks: movie file upload, webcam capture, and then the Google Hangouts. Now, I have used to be able to go between the two back when I used to make a movie. Well, when YouTube got rid of webcam capture, I did not really there was no program on his computer at the time that one could use to make a movie. So you had to go in the Google Web Store. But at the time, I didn't know what words to put in. So I was putting the wrong words in. So I wasn't finding any of the programs I wanted. And this was an all-day thing. So I guess out of just, desperation, decided to do Google Hangouts until we could figure out how to use webcam capture again. So this went on for about a year. I would say this started from December of 2015 AD up to June of 2016 AD. And then one day Google Hangouts had this mistake. It kept putting me into conference call, and I didn't want to go into a conference movie. I wanted to be making my own movie. Well, of course, they wouldn't let me do it that day. So I said that's the end of Google Hangouts. And then I went on the Google Web Store and found the online video recorder. And this only worked for at least 3 months. And then it had problems for laying movies. And then to my wisdom, it still does. And then next came the native video recorder. Now, the native video recorder worked for at least a year. But it stopped having problems saving the file or keeping it. But they did eventually fix it. It took them almost a year, and then after that came another program known as Camcorder. And this thing only worked good for maybe 2 months, maybe 3, until one day decided to give it a facelift and undo it from what it used to look like before, and then basically break it where you couldn't download. So once again, you couldn't keep. And then we moved to someone called the social media capture, whatever it was called. And this one only worked good, well, we only used it for a short time. And then Google gave an update to the LG likeness taker that made you also be able to make a movie with it. And it took them at least close to 2 or 3 years for them to actually do it. Now, a lot of men and women out there who don't know anything about Google Chrome or Google Chrome OS or Google Chrome-based Google Chromebook computers would know that you don't have that unless you have that now you have that this program is built in. But before that update, you didn't have any other program, so what you had to use is what the Google Web Store gave you. Now, and ever since then, I've been using movie file upload again, which would not have been bad if I had a pick in it. But we all know YouTube doesn't really care about giving people picks. As of right now, it's only movie file upload, Google Hangout, and YouTube live stream. And That's basically how it happened. So a dumb pick on someone's fault, made it have to be what it would be. And then some would say, well, you can't undo the past. That is true. You can't undo the past. You can only do whatever you're doing in the now, and then hope and you cannot undo the beyond, since the beyond hasn't happened yet. But it is what it is. So I just want to make a movie explaining why we went through sundry different likeness takers, why some of them were in Dolby Digital, why some of them were HD, and why the quality was constantly changing. Yeah. And the rules and how we were able to finally use movie file upload again. After a year and a half of using Google Hangout just to until we could finally find a way to use it. And it is what it is. And what led to the 3 months of online video recorder, the 1 year of native video recorder, the 2 months of camcorder, maybe free, and also the social movie video capture, what led for some time using that, and what using this one now. And this one is going to be the last one. The one that's going to be used from now on. Or at least ever since, I would say, April or May. So that's about it. I'm SEGA Uranus. Mara. See you all later.